What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Game Time Discussions. I'm Emery Cuzzy. I'm sitting here with Cameron Selby, and we are live. Let's get into it. We're gonna be talking about a few things. Obviously, you can see that the room has changed. I added something. I told Dustin said kickers in the chat. Well, the top one is for you, Dustin. That is Adam Vinatieri. You can't see it probably because it's a little dude, but he is kicking arm out and everything. Got a shout out to Sean Alexander, and then I gave Cam a cowboy. So perfect though. Let's share the screen.
Getting distracted over here.
I know.
But
he's got like 50 more, don't worry.
It's a whole lot of fun. Just know it is best ball week. So if you're gonna hang out and do some drafting with us, especially for the $20, they're doing, if you opt into the promo on the promotions page, it'll give you a $5 ticket for every $20 draft that you do tonight. And then tomorrow is going to be a new offer. Today, basically, it was the same offer as yesterday. And I've already collected like 6 tickets throughout the week. So they're basically trying to give you more money back to put into other things. So go ahead and opt in if you are going to do the $20 after this first one. But we're going to fill out our final $3 draft of the
for both of us, because Cam, you're already done, right?
Yes, sir.
Dustin, I wish it was Sebastian Janikowski also. Unfortunately, Cam did not have Sebastian Janikowski.
It's not my fault.
But he would have had the golden left leg, you know? Mm-hmm. Let's get after it, though. I've got, what do you got?
Let's say 7:05. So
7:05.
we're 7:03, about a minute, 10 seconds. We're going to do the $3.20 max.
Yeah.
And hopefully the last one is the best one.
Yeah, and hopefully we get a bunch of people in here so we can all draft together. Nick, I know you're in the chat. Dustin, you're in the chat, obviously. I don't know if anybody else is here with us yet. It looks like we got 4, but I'm sure people will be, shuffling in. But let's see. What time? 7:05, right? Okay. Dustin, Pat Fitzgerald exoneration. What is that? Do you know what that is? I don't know what he's talking about there. I'm gonna have to look that up later. I know you need to give some explanation on that one for me. I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's gonna come right to me when you tell me about it. 704. How much time I got?
Head coach at Northwestern.
Oh, yes. He got in trouble.
What did he do?
He texted me about it earlier. I have the
hazing scandal.
Yeah. I have a whole Dustin sent me a whole bunch of Twitter
5 seconds
stuff.
Sorry.
So
tangent.
I have all of that.
3, 2, 1, go.
In 7:05 on the dot. That was actually on the dot.
Exactly.
10 out of 12.
We got 2 more spots.
I didn't remember the man's name. He coaches for a program that hasn't been good in a while. Okay, let me be.
We literally talked about it. All right,
leave me be.
Well, that's fun. We'll get some more, Bijan or Chase love. We haven't really gotten as much as probably we would want, but I mean, when you're first and second overall ADP person, you basically have to be the top 2 or have somebody fuck up at the front.
I'd love Black Hole to just let me have Chase. That would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. We did talk about it. Yes. Northwestern we actually projected Northwestern to be like 3-win team. And I think PFF had them going for 5-6 wins. And they were just the quarterback situation's just been so bad, and now it's going to be better. And I'm like, that team is not good. Why are we giving them extra wins? Because they're going to have a tough year, another tough year. It's been a while since they were any good. Pat was blamed. He sued the school. He was found to have not been part of it and had no knowledge of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, it's until proven guilty.
I guess so.
Except for on social media, because then you'll be guilty all the time.
Well,
we got 8 watching. So if you are drafting with us for the first time, please be sure to shout out your name. Sometimes your username in the YouTube chat is different from the DK. I always forget the name of the one person that we found that out with, but
Greek Freak.
Yeah, Greek
Freak was here, but he did he does the $20 with us.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see him in a little bit, but there's a lot of ADP movement right now. Obviously, JCM, Ja'Cory, or Bill Krosky Merritt for the Washington Commanders is flying up draft boards, basically almost a top 100 pick with how that situation's going. Sounds like Brian Robinson Jr. is on the trade market / possibly being cut. And
124.
If that happens, obviously he's a big filler. I think it's pretty surprising that he's the only guy moving up. Austin Eckler's not moving up at all, really. I maybe like half a round.
Chris Rodriguez, I
And
saw actually.
Chris
was
Rodriguez
a thing.
actually had the first touch. But obviously JCM had, a touchdown run on one of the biggest holes you can have.
Yeah, I mean Zach Ertz's block on that play was awesome. You want to go Bijan?
Yeah, let's do Bijan.
Oh, there we go. All right, let's get back to it. Dustin, you are 8th here. I think he's been 8th before in our drafts. He normally, I believe he goes like CMC, HN,
CMC
Marv.
hasn't really been lasting to 8 recently.
That's true.
I'm glad that when we first started doing this and he was at the 1-2 term, we were just like, yeah, he's like, we're getting our shares now because it's gonna happen. And then lo and behold, he's the only healthy running back and obviously looking great. So it's a great pick still in the middle rounds, but you can no longer get him at the 1-2 turn.
Yeah. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, my guy? Do that $20 with us today. How many drafts have you done on the $20? Because I know there's 150 entries. So how many have you done?
I'm interested to see if it's more than me.
It might be because he's at all 150 and he's running out of time almost. And we're getting to that point.
I was telling him right before we got on because they're giving you DK dollars for certain marks. So once you get to 50, then you got to get to 75, and I've got 16 left, and I don't really know if I want to do 16 more $20 at this point.
So you have 134, or you have?
No, I have 59 total.
59 total.
Yeah. So, but the 75 is the next mark of getting even more money.
I see.
And then after that, I don't think there's another one until 150. But I'll take 70 DK dollars.
Yeah, for sure.
Be some good pushback, and we can turn that into something fun in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I would. Jeremy, actually, don't go count. Go to the best ball thing.
Chase Brown.
Wow, at 10.
That's a fun.
Yeah, Jeremy, go to the best ball thing, and it should tell you how many you have left. It's like out of 150. It'll be like 100 out of 150 or whatever. It should make it a lot easier than counting, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, Chase Brown, fun name.
That's high.
I wish that I had more of him in like May and June.
Sure.
Because he was in the 3-4 turn most of it, and then he kind of rose to the middle, and then we didn't really start like really hammering him until we were just like, hey, we're gonna do the chase double instead of going the other route. But on top of Zach Moss going down for the year, them having no one else, and him once again just taking all the snaps with the ones and being a PPR friendly back, it just makes a whole lot of sense. And I've started to really kind of click his name over others to prioritize getting exposure to him because I do want to be over the field. I think I've gotten up to like 16%.
Okay.
Which is basically that's where you want to be if you're doubling.
I've only done 11 of the $20 so far.
Really?
Oh, I thought maybe I'm going crazy. I know that you've maxed out your $3, but I guess you've been doing all your $20 with us because
I guess so.
I mean, that's like the bulk of them.
I just would have baked in a couple of ones off
yeah.
site.
Oh, wow. So this guy is going Cincinnati double. It's just different than what we're used to.
Because at this point, like, I'm not saying that I would outrank him over these guys, but if you wanted to make the argument that Chase Brown goes over JT, HN, Derrick Henry, even Gene T, like I hear you with what you're saying. Obviously, we have him right around running back 8, running back 9. And it just kind of depends on how you want to build, but he is a true friendly back that really has next to no competition for touches or snaps. And that's exactly what you want as long as he stays healthy. He was a top 5 running back basically every single week. Week 9 on last year.
We had a lot of him last year.
We had a lot of him because everybody wanted to pick Zach Moss, and we were just like, I'm going to pick the guy that,
has receiving upside and is probably the better player, because remember, we were just like, Zach Moss isn't good. And he's not good.
And then the year before, like, that was our 20th round guy that usually we go 50% on one certain guy. That was the guy. And he had like 2 games at the very end that he had a touchdown, like 12 points. But other than that, it was, a year early. Last year was a big win. And then hopefully this year it kind of stays that course.
Let's see what we can get here. Are you using all of it?
Well, he's got I think he took Saquon. Right?
No, he went CD.
Oh,
yeah, Saquon and AJ. Saquon and AJ. So he's going for Jalen.
All right. So
I guess we're gonna.
Most of the receivers got taken.
Auto drafted. I'm okay with going loud here and hoping for Trey, I guess, on the other side. I don't think we get Ladd if we wait, though.
Yeah, unless you want to start out running back.
Mm.
No,
If anything, we can say
let's do Ladd
okay.
because I almost had the idea of doing like a receiver and then a second running back, but then we would probably be doing double charger,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
which I'm not necessarily against.
It's just
But
Oh, I didn't want to see
rather
Josh
have
Jacobs. Josh, I didn't really mean to do that. Excuse me.
That was quick.
Yeah, James Cook just got taken, and then Trey McBride was the other one.
Okay, so we could be fun and go dominant quarterback.
Yeah, we haven't done that very much. I'd like to go
ton.
Josh Allen.
Then let's do Josh Allen.
Because I have if y'all haven't watched my bold predictions, I have Josh Allen being the touchdown leader, rushing touchdown leader for the year.
On the rushing.
He had 15 a couple years ago. He had 12 last year, and I think James Cook has regression, so why not think about Josh Allen taking over some of those touchdowns and making his way up to the top.
Plus, there's starting to be a little bit more and more, scuttlebutt about Keon Coleman having a really strong last couple of weeks, and that bodes well because Khalil Shakir's been out for a while, and he should, based on what they've said, be ready by week 1. But giving the time to get the reps with Keon, because that was really the thing with him, was he didn't really have the time or the reps.
Right.
And so Josh Palmer, guys that we've liked a lot, and then Shakir, since he's kind of come at a discount, you're getting every single Bill pass catcher round 7 or later, which is fun for the QB1 overall in terms of ADP. So
Jeremy has done over 100 total best balls, but they've been a lot of $5 on underdog.
Yeah.
And underdog.
Yeah, I did a ton of puppies. I actually have like 8 slow puppies because I wanted to get to 25 of them. Okay. And basically it was like 95% full. So I just added a bunch, and they're like 4 to 8 hours per pick. Yeah. And they're going to last a couple of weeks, but it's a fun thing. Every now and again, every hour or so on the day, hey, you got to pick.
That's
just
cool.
Pick one.
And then you can just think about your strategy all day.
So
honestly, sometimes I need the extra time because every once in a while we'll do something and then I'll be like, dang it, why did we not, go with that receiver?
Travion all the way to 30.
We got to stop with that.
That is wild. One of the craziest rising stories that I can remember. And it's warranted because of how good he is.
We already should have put him there if that was the case.
Exactly. Though. You don't typically see a 3+ round jump unless there's a big injury. Yeah. There has been no injury.
Nice
it's pick. Just he's been doing well.
Yeah.
So
love it, Dustin. But the thing is, we all thought, well, maybe we didn't all think, but he was the 3rd ranked running back on our board, and he was obviously going to be the main pass catching back in that offense. So when he was in the 5th round, 6th round, I'm like, yeah, we're getting some of him, but
there's some guys
now it's crazy to me.
Here.
Well, actually the Cincinnati guy didn't.
Yeah, he actually did the correlation with the week 17, Cincinnati Arizona game that we've been targeting all summer long. Then pick 11 goes 3 receivers all week 8 buys.
Yeah. Looks like you got some work to do, Jeremy.
97. I think I'm right around 200 total.
200 total?
Yeah, in both platforms.
So. And then plus all the ones we do in here.
Yeah, not including the one on the GTD account.
Which is already at 20, 25, 30. Probably 30 something.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you've done plenty of drafts, to say the least. 4.
It's good practice,
4 of them.
So
4 receivers.
At least it's not a week 8 by that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this will be our 3rd to last best ball stream. Next week will be as operated unless something crazy happens. It'll be next Thursday. And then the following week, because the first game is Thursday night and it's Memorial Day week, we're going to do it on the Monday. I don't know if we have a time yet, but we're going to do Monday as our last best ball stream. And then we're going to start putting out the weekly DFS videos. So we're going to shoot the showdown for the Philly-Dallas game. And then the week 1 first look, which normally we'll have an instant reaction to the first prizes, but they've been out for a month. And I kind of really already know what I want to do. And I'll kind of fill Emery in because I know he hasn't looked a ton at the prices yet, but basically you can afford whatever you want.
Yeah, I always hate
And it's
those.
I know it's
I hate when that happens.
it's really fun. Basically, we're gonna do a lot of puke stacks, and I just don't know which
Yeah.
guys I like to puke with more.
Well, and another thing is like when you talk about doing all this stuff, how many lines are you going to want to do and stuff? Because we'll talk about all this later, of course, but because we're talking about best ball right now in this best ball stream. But when we get into main and we get into those things, it's like, how many lines do you want? What correlates? And are you still getting like 66% of this guy that you really like? And so we'll go through all that. It'll be fun. We also
want to play the exposure game
separately. Me and Dustin will also be doing our football recap basically the same week. It's in 10 days. So we're not going to do a week 0 recap because there's only
like
no
5 games.
Doesn't make any sense. But we will be doing the week 0 plus week 1 recap and then looking forward to week 2.
0 receivers through 4 rounds.
It's awesome.
That's a choice.
D-man.
There's a lot of weird right next to us. That's just going to be very interesting the rest of the way.
We'll just keep drafting. We'll just keep letting them mess up. Keep messing up, JSB. Mess up. He's pick 46, so only one player is drafted past this point.
I wonder what he does.
Oh, well, he went DJ Moore, so I guess we'll go to Xavier.
Honestly, I think it was going to be one or the other.
Either way, we were going to do it, but I mean, that's cool.
That's a fun value.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we got him 5 picks late. Love that.
Sure.
Because we've been getting him in the, I don't know.
Early 4th.
Yeah, early 4th.
Basically,
mid-4th.
A lot of times what we do when we're on the back end is going Kittle first and then best available receiver after.
So best available receiver to me is Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, Sutton. Devon Bailey was traded yesterday, so that's a big win for
everybody.
Denver,
yeah, and Bailey. And Bailey.
Yeah, and Bailey too. But Sutton, just even more targets. He was the one like without issue on snaps, but just why not?
Emeka Egbuka just went. That's who it was.
All right, and another name.
Well,
except for that one, at least the story makes sense because Jalen McMillan out for half the year, and then now you have
Chris Godwin coming off the pup.
We expect him to miss time through October. It's like the pup basically you can sideline somebody for 4 games, and then after that can activate them. They have I think 2 weeks to be active.
Mm-hmm.
Or practice, and then if not, then they're done for the season.
Right.
But they chose not to do that, but they still said that he'll be out through October. So it's kind of like he's a pup, but not a pup. And
Tristan Wirfs, both of them. That's a separate.
Which Tristan Wirfs is a good sign because he was supposed to miss half the year.
Yeah.
And they said that they're kind of on similar timelines. So that's a good sign that he could be back earlier than expected.
Yeah, he's a big player for them.
I truly am wondering if that has any kind of legitimate effect on the run game and if it just becomes a pass funnel for the 3 or 4 names that they have remaining.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know who would be 3 wide receiver sets at the very moment for them.
Without so Mike, Emeka, and I don't know, Sterling Shepard. Jeremy, I actually don't know if I prefer early draft season because those are the Sharks, but I do love the fact that I can go get the guys I want at the like 15th through 20th round. I can get my guys that I think will move up or like later on in draft season. And I kind of like the idea that there's actual structure because I do understand what you're going to say is like people just do crazy things at this point in the year. At least at the beginning of the year, everybody's like, hey, we're going to go with a 0 RB build or we're going to go hero RB, you know, like they have a structure.
Is, like you can have guys you want, but everybody that we've propped up and we've kind of honestly lucked out that most of the guys, knock on wood, have stayed healthy or are in better situations that they've risen and we can consider it a good value pick from way back when. But at the same time, it's a gamble. All of that is a gamble. I can talk about how I don't like somebody or do like somebody, draft them or avoid them. But it's just like if I hated Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua went down and all the backups went down and it's just Devontae Adams and I didn't get any of him,
right?
Then I'm like, well, I wish I had more Devontae Adams.
Sure.
But we faded like George. One of the main ones that technically didn't work out based on where he's currently going is George Pickens. Before he was a Cowboy, he was going in like the 7th, 8th round. And we were just like, it's not a good fit next to DK. It's already offense we don't really want to touch. And then he got traded and we're like, well, we're interested if he just rises to like a round or round and a half. And he instantly became a top 50 pick and he stayed that way. And so we really haven't touched him at all. I may have had a share or two, but it's just purely a price thing.
I had a share of him when he fell into the 6th round the other day, which is
Or
sure.
Another kind of opposite end of it, Travis Hunter started in the 40s,
Yeah.
and we weren't touching him at all.
I said,
I know you did.
please.
Now he's going in the 60s, and you can get him as a wide receiver 4.
Yeah.
And it's fun now to start getting some shares of him. So it's just kind of a give and take.
Yeah,
how you really view things.
He was in the 40s, and I said he's gonna fall. We just gotta wait, and then he fell. One thing I do want to add to what Jeremy is like everything that happens in preseason, it just affects these ADPs so much, and it's crazy because we have heard reports all year, and then we see, of course, usage and stuff, but truly, we don't get the full picture until week 1. And so I always laugh at like how big, like 10 round difference for, guys is like crazy to me, but it happens all the time.
Yeah. And just kind of flipping back, just to recap a couple of Dusty's recent picks, going 3 running backs, dominant running backs early.
Hey, baby.
Definitely hit up those receivers. You're good on tight end for a long time.
And then finish quarterback in that like early, right 90s. What is your pick, I guess? 92? I guess you're at 90. No. That's wrong. 89 and 104.
He went with Nico in the first.
Yeah.
So the thing that's kind of tough is like really Purdy is right now your only kind of target.
Yeah.
As a QB1 at least. I mean, I'm fine with either Gino or CJ as a QB2, but start kind of pairing up some guys. We might be feeling pretty good about this turn right here.
We need so the receivers we could get, just talking through it, is Khalil Shakur, Keon Coleman. Those are both guys going right around 100. We already have our quarterback. We don't have to go quarterback like the run of quarterbacks that'll happen at that point. So that'll be interesting. Rome almost he's at 72 ADP wise.
Right.
He's fallen.
Yeah, and he's fallen without reason. Like I'm still more than fine with him being my highest exposed receiver in the top 100 overall. And there's just beat after beat after beat saying that he could be the wide receiver 1 for this team. So I think we should. Diggs is fine. Running back is kind of gross here. So
we're going to get 2 picks.
If you want to, I would say let's do Diggs. And then I have a suggestion if it
works out.
If it works out that way.
Okay.
Well, at the same time, it would be kind of weird. But
Mike Golden. I want Stroud in low 100s. I see. You would probably
Dak first.
Okay.
So my idea was going with Rashee. I know we aren't going to be stacking Patrick, but the fact that we have Worthy and Rashee, we basically have 17 weeks of a wide receiver 1 from one of the higher scoring offenses.
I'm not against it.
That was my idea. I'd rather have that than Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, obviously, I think takes a little bit of a dip, to be honest, with Bailey.
I don't like any of this.
Or if you wanted to kind of reach a little bit to get a 2 tight end build, because the other guys are starting to rise up a little bit.
No, we'll go with Rashee Rice because it ran out of time anyways.
One kind of thing that's kind of or one injury that has kind of gone under the radar, it's been kind of silent, is Sam Laporta. Basically, he went down with an undisclosed injury, and just the only word we have is he will miss some time. And it's just like we're 2 weeks away, and we're just kind of he's kind of sitting at the same ADP. So I wanted to get some late into the best ball season shares of him because he was my least exposed of the top 6 tight ends. But with that being said, he's the only injured one. It kind of makes me a little scared that he's not dropping a little bit. At least on Underdog, I was starting to get a couple of shares of him in the 80s.
Right.
And if he's going still in the 60s and 70s, it's kind of hard to look at right there.
There's Tyler.
That's our highest exposed tight end. And we were getting him the majority in the 110s and 120s. This is tight end 2.
He's climbing.
So that was.
But we already. Well, okay. I don't know. That's a guy that I would expect to be up here already. Like that's what I was saying about the other guys. Is like
the only reason that it makes me nervous is because we prefer Hawkinson.
Yeah, TJ.
And I'm starting to kind of like put him in the tier with Kelsey because now Daniel Jones is starting quarterback.
Sure.
You have a more accurate guy that will obviously pass and complete more than 15 passes a game.
Yeah.
So
And it's not all deep balls.
I know his prop I posted last night on our Twitter of the way too early 6 pick that we did for season long, and his yardage has already jumped up 75,
Mm-hmm.
and it could rise even further than that because I still would pick that as a prop right now.
Yeah.
I mean, though it was 75 more.
He should. That's what I'm saying though. Like, there's some guys that we've been getting, and like there are a lot of rookies actually. Like a lot of the rookies have moved up. If you look at it, Matthew Golden's gone up, Mecca Buka, Tyler Warren, Travion, all those guys are getting pushed up. And some of them we said prior that we were fans of, we liked them as players. And now you're just seeing talent speak, rather than it just be a situation where, a guy gets vaulted up because of, like, it's not an injury thing. It's just they were on the team and they played well, like we expected them to, and now they're up higher. So
that's another good point, Jeremy. T. Warren being lining up as a running back. Like he had 4 rushing touchdowns last year too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not expecting him to be, a 200-yard rusher because they do have Jonathan Taylor, but in certain spots or being the tush push guy, like that's all on the board if they wanted to go that route. But I just was pleasantly surprised with how involved he has been with the ones and how many snaps he's been playing with those in the 2-game sample size we have.
This just reminded me. Jordan Addison just got picked. CJ Hawkinson, that team stacked. Just so everybody knows, I saw this today. The Vikings are looking for another wide receiver.
I have a fun name
on trade news. Who do you think?
I think it would be really fun and nostalgic.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah, they said that on the show too. Yeah,
because
and I was like, yeah,
that makes sense. Apparently, every Carolina receiver is elite.
Keon and
not all of them can work out. That is a.
They have no quarterback to stack with them, but
I know, Dustin.
Guys. Thanks, Dustin. Why'd you do that?
It's okay. We can if we're heading towards a 3 tight end build, we can include Kincaid as one of ours as an idea, and then maybe add in like a Ray Davis later too.
Yeah, not against it. Is Josh Downs gone? You didn't go Josh Downs?
Not Josh Downs yet. He's still missing time with practice yet.
Yeah, but when he comes back,
it doesn't sound like there is any kind of. It's more maintenance than it is any kind of risk of him not playing. So,
yeah, Josh Downs will probably be the number 1 in that offense. So, Mark Andrews goes.
I'm not really certain what I want to do here.
I don't know,
because we need a running back.
We need a running back, and I don't want that one.
Charbonnet's being pick 100 is insane. JK is probably the best answer. Go back to to where we can see the first team's exposure. Well, we're gonna run out of time. It's fine. I was gonna see if. Okay, yeah, then we can do JK here and then figure it out.
Yeah, because they were gonna go running back most likely.
Mm-hmm. How late does
there goes Kyler? How late?
This would be. We've already done 5 wide receivers, so
tight end.
Still need tight end.
I guess Njoku
or
Colston
Loveland would be my choices.
I'll probably say Njoku then.
Okay.
What was the question?
How late does Brian Robinson have to fall for you to just be like, okay, why not?
I'm not against getting him. I mean, like truly,
hypothetically, if he fell all the way to us on the next turn.
Yeah, I would probably take a chance because at the same time, and I know everybody's gonna be like, "Whoa, no one knows what's gonna happen." Well, if he gets traded to a team, there's a reason they're picking him up. What if he goes to Dallas?
Well, he wouldn't.
But yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like that. You could get a situation where he's okay.
We don't even get to.
That's the next pick.
We don't even get to dream.
But you know what I mean. Like there's no point in. I think he will go to a situation where he is needed and used. So I don't think it's a problem.
Gotcha.
It just depends at the same time. Like you're going to be taking a chance that he doesn't go to a shitty situation, but I think he's productive.
Right. Yeah. And also Njoku is one that in hindsight, I think I'll be glad to pick him because I don't hate him. He's ranked 8th, I think, on our rankings for tight ends. But I haven't really gotten
Take it back,
him.
Jeremy. Take it back.
Wait, oh, I see.
Take it back,
I see what
Jeremy.
you did.
Get out of here.
But Njoku's just one that doesn't, to me, poise a lot of touchdown equity. There's a fantasy analyst named David Guattari, and he was hyping up just like what he did with Joe Flacco 2 years ago. But he omits the fact that that was a playoff team that was 11 wins that had the number one defense, so they were always in the game.
Yeah.
This is not the worst projected AFC team. Very, very different. I don't care the sample size of what he's done with Joe Flacco 2 years ago. Like, that doesn't mean a thing to me. But that doesn't mean that he will be bad.
Yeah.
I just think it makes me a little bit more nervous when you can just, in this kind of format, gamble on somebody that has the boom kind of possible touchdown weeks like a Colston Loveland. If he were to just be a 6-7 touchdown guy, whereas Njoku's just 7 targets a game, but no touchdowns. You're just getting the 5 for 50 every week, and that's cool. But it's not going to win you anything for being a top 100 pick.
Just floor, all floor there. Okay. I'm trying to think about when Krosky Merritt is actually like at value, like because I don't think 11th round is his value.
No.
Now maybe it is. Maybe it is. If he starts, he takes the run. Maybe he's a 50-50 guy. Sure. But it's like,
that's a fun name.
It's a hard one. Which one?
Yeah. Well, Javonte, obviously really early. But basically it sounds like Phil Maffa and Miles Sanders are fighting for a roster spot, which is basically what we said over a month ago. And basically people just don't love him. And I actually got him twice yesterday in the 140s. So him going at 108 is pretty
we have a good amount of him, actually. I don't remember how much.
I was right around 20%.
Yeah.
But most of that's as a running back 4 or 5.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Sure.
Let me go look.
One thing I do want to mention, because I know Jeremy has loved drafting him when he drafts with us, is Marvin Mims. Obviously way up in value right now because of the Devon Vele trade. I still think the biggest winner of that whole move was Troy Franklin to me, because he and Vele were splitting times towards either the slot or in 3 receiver sets. Marvin Mims is basically just going to be an off and on, but when he's on the field, gadget guy. But Pat Bryant, I think that's a fun, underrated, foursome of receivers. And then I guess Evan Ingram, if you wanted to throw him in there as well. I'm not a huge fan of him either.
I opened up my thing here and I'm just looking at it, and it's like my top 6 running backs are all rookies. They're all rookies. Every one of them. Brashard Smith, Dylan Sampson, Cam Scatterby, Taj Brooks, DJ Giddens, Amari Hampton. And then I have JCM there because I had a ton of Bill Krosky Merritt earlier in the year. So I have 27% of him. And I guess it's gone down because I've been putting money. But
I did tell you after that touchdown run on Monday, like, hey, it's time to reach, even if we don't. I didn't expect him to go in the 110s.
Yeah, now we're past that
now
point.
I'm just like, okay, I'd rather just go with the Austin Eckler in the 140s.
Yeah.
We're going to pick a Washington running back. It's not like Brian Robinson Jr. had a fantasy, like, extremely great role last year anyways. I know he was banged up, but neither did Austin Eckler. So it's weird because it's a high-scoring offense. That's what you want but it feels like it's just kind of a touchdown or bust.
Right.
Running back situation.
Christian Kirk went because he's starting over the other 2 guys.
Tucker Kraft is the name.
Okay.
And Cam Scatterby.
I would rather go Cam Scatterby.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a priority since we only have 2 running backs. But I think Kraft is the last of his
tier.
Nearly the last of his
Kyle
tier.
Pitts.
But also Kyle Pitts as well.
Somebody already went. Let's see. He's moving. Who do you pick? Tank?
Well, he's been moving fast the whole draft so far.
He picked JCM and Tank. So yeah, Tucker Kraft's fine.
Kraft instead of Pitts?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Week 5. What's our bye? They're both week 5, but.
Well, we're going to get a third anyways.
Oh, true.
So,
okay.
No, Njoku's actually week 9.
Cool.
But
just making sure.
But I already have a third tight end in mind.
For much later. Some of the younger guys.
I was kind of hoping, excuse me, that was going to be Kincaid. I forgot where he ended up going, like that round, 115, because he's been going around the 120s.
Yeah, he goes right there at 115.
So,
Yeah. So, but yeah, so he went.
Krosky
We
Merritt,
went 3.
120.
Yeah, back to back to back running backs there.
It's
So
to me,
everybody's gonna be sad.
to me, Cam Scattergood versus JCM is not even close. So the fact that they're back to back is pretty funny. Cam Scattergood obviously missed the last week and a half or so with a hamstring injury, and that has propelled Tyron Tracy to become a 7th round pick.
It's true, but Jeremy, that's a good call. He might be a Finn. B-Rob? I think that would. I mean,
I'm rooting for Ollie Gordon.
I am too. You know
so
how much? I have 25% of him. So
same. Yeah.
Please, please. No,
that's
I literally was saving my 19th and 20th round for 2 rookie running backs all summer, basically. So I just have a bunch of rookies from that round.
We got a lot of Braylon Allen in the 160s and 170s. That's a 50 pick difference right there.
Yeah, Ollie, I have 23% of. Ash and Gente, I have 19% of. Like, I got them all. Got them all.
Dusty gets some correlation and a double stack in his recent picks. That's a fun one. Good on you, mate. I forgive you for taking our receivers.
I don't. Screw this guy. No, Dustin, I guess we won't meet for a while. So me and Dustin will meet all the way, a couple Sundays from now when we get to shoot our video. So got a lot of stuff that's going to happen between now and then. Texas will play Ohio State.
Historically great week 1.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
3 different top 10 matchups to open the season, basically.
Well, I love the stats that they're coming out with, too, about like a number 1 playing another top 10 team in the first week. And then also, like, there's never been a first-time starting quarterback to beat a number 1. So Julian Sayin has got, like, bad odds and all this stuff. It's getting good. Dustin,
is
actually.
Texas still the dog?
Yeah, they're 2.5, I believe.
2.5 still?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a pretty smart bet.
I agree. I think they win. So A&M loses to UTSA. I won't be on camera. That's fair. They just named their quarterback. It's Malachi. He was a top 5 quarterback a while back. What was his name? I can see his face. He went to Boise State. He went to
I don't know.
He went to Boise State and he double transferred. What's his name? Malachi Moore? No, that's wrong. That's so wrong. That was UTEP, buddy. Oh, you correct. That's who I was talking about. Malachi Nelson. That's who I was talking about. I can't read. You're talking about. You're going to get beat by McCown. That's who that is, right? Oh, McCown's still there?
I think so.
I think he's still the starting quarterback. UTEP. Trey Harris goes. Jaden Blue. Bunch of quarterbacks. When are we going to get a quarterback? That's another question.
I think we can take our sweet time.
I agree. Who at the next spot will we be willing? 160 and 170. Just thinking.
I mean, it's not going to be anybody that we have correlation with.
Sure.
At the very moment.
I mean, we'll just pick a player. I mean, we have the guy. So
bummer that Zach Ertz went early. That was my tight end 3 kind of idea.
Okay.
Tight ends are starting to fly off the board.
Braylon went at 127. He's moving up. Trey Benson.
That's what I mentioned earlier. We've gotten so much of him in the 160s and 70s.
Yeah.
Trey Benson's kind of gone up and down, but I'm still fine with him. All it takes is a James Conner injury. That's all. Like, without him, he's basically just a backup.
No, he's the perfect he's the perfect type of handcuff. You know, like if something happens, he gets all the touches. It feels like maybe not the passing down though. DiMacario or
Well, there's not a ton of handcuffs that have 90% plus of the production of the starter.
Right.
And I categorize Trey Benson as one of those guys that I know James Conner always goes high because he's the slow and steady. Well, if that is the guy.
Yeah, sure. Adam Thielen in Minnesota. What's up?
What's up, man? Welcome back to the school.
Minnesota. Adam Thielen will be the move. Oh, yeah. I think we have to.
Yeah, why not? I didn't expect to get him that low.
Yeah. Okay, so
he does have that Q tag. That's for a thumb surgery that he had on his non-throwing hand, but it's not going to affect his availability. But either way, we got Josh Allen and his 3 rushing touchdowns in one game.
Can I reach?
On Tajay?
No.
Oh, Palmer?
It moved up. It moved up when they picked.
Yeah. I mean, we need some correlation. So
yeah.
Sure.
It's not really a reach, but we need running back probably. So we're just going to have to get more rookies.
I'm fine with that.
if we get to pick. This guy was going past. Ooh, he picked somebody far away from because it didn't move up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
Josh
this
is
is
good.
the point where it's just after pick 150,
Pick your guys.
pick your guy.
Yeah.
I don't care how much of a reach it is. I will say, Dusty, if you don't pick Ollie Gordon in the 15th round, we probably will on the turnaround.
And you have HN.
Or the 16th. So it's more valuable to you. But his ADP is all the way in the top 200 now. And I don't think he'll make it back to you. I guess you could maybe wait till the 16th round. But that would be my thought process. If not, we will.
He's already queued.
Oh, good.
But in the 15th round, right?
Either if he doesn't trust him until the 16th, I guess that's fine. Because he'll get him around 180. What is that? 182 is slightly out of screen.
Yeah, it's a little farther than that, I think. Isn't it?
185. So yeah. I've seen him go in the 170s. So just do with that information what you will. I just think it's just a clear path that, like, why not get some extra shares of?
Yeah.
Like, if nobody else is added, then it's just he could be the 1B way earlier than we expected.
Eckler's higher than I've seen him go.
Well, finally, but I mean,
he should be at this point with the whole situation.
That's kind of where he should be is 140, but I don't think that he's a 3-round difference in the negative way to JCM.
No, yeah, I mean, I think they'll ride the age a little bit there. We do have Bajan.
Yeah.
So
the one thing I think, kind of going back to week 1 DFS that I like is that we're not going to have to gamble on like a cheap 3,000 AD Mitchell or Troy Franklin and hope that week 1 is their first week of just booming,
right?
Because of how cheap guys are. Like Ricky Pearsall is $4,500 freaking dollars.
I don't.
Emeka Book is $4,600 freaking dollars. All the rookies are like cheap as hell. So you can literally afford whatever you want by just doing a balanced build. And that's basically what I'm comfortable doing. And I don't even think it's even necessary to do a 3,000 because it's like you can go instead of dominant tight end, just cheap tight end,
right? Cheap
defense instead of going cheap receiver to afford like 3 dominators.
Yeah. Adam Thielen falling all over 154. We're gonna have to go tight end. I don't know if you want to do it on this round. I think it's like Britton Strange. No, he just went. Just kidding. I think it might be worth waiting to get one of those guys because
we can still wait on a third.
Mason Taylor's
going like the 180s.
Yeah. So.
Royo is a tight end 3, like whatever.
He could get.
But I still like Jatavion.
Yeah.
And all 3 of those guys have different buys than our current tight ends.
Perfect.
So we have options. We're not really concerned. We already got our second quarterback. Didn't expect Jordan to fall.
And we got it. And that stack. And there was a stack. That was the only part that, I was like, hey, that's bonus. Cam Ward and Trevor Lawrence as your quarterbacks over there.
I like Trevor.
I do too.
I'm okay with Cam as a QB3. But if that's all you got, that's kind of concerning.
Daniel Jones.
But it is, I think, no, it's not even correlated.
No, it's not.
Because in the Indy and Jacksonville is the sneaky week 17 game that people aren't really going to talk about if they do bring that up at all in these best ball drafts.
Yeah, Daniel Jones, add him to your team. Dustin, what are you going to do? You did get Strange. Yes, I saw. Thank you. And Jeremy likes Strange.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a Jacksonville fan.
It's a clear path. And, I mean, Evan Ingram was a PPR machine with Trevor.
His style's good, though, for them. Receiving style. Who are our 3? We got JK, Cam, and okay. Cool. So we need more running backs, to say the least. God.
Told you.
That was
that was Dustin. Okay. I don't blame you.
He didn't even give us a chance.
I don't even blame you.
I was gonna snipe him after you did the Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir back to backs.
No, I mean I don't even blame you whatsoever. Like, what is currently the very like at this point difference between Tyler Algier, who's going 40 picks before him, and Ollie Gordon? There's nothing. And actually probably even better side to Ollie Gordon because Bijan will get all the important touches. HN may not get some goal line touches because sometimes inefficient or they just want a bigger back. Like Ollie Gordon's what, 6'1", 235?
He's 6'2", 245. Yeah, he's huge.
He's massive.
I think he's young. Let me look because I don't want to say that wrong. But yeah, he was huge. He was a massive player. That's why it was so impressive that he could jump over people and stuff.
But the only kind of thing I didn't like about Ollie Gordon coming out,
6'2", 225 right now. I thought he was bigger.
225.
Yeah, I thought he was bigger.
Maybe he slimmed down
He-
because of the speed.
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause that
Well, he's
was, like,
playing
one
for
of-
Miami. It makes sense.
He was the only one that basically had a bad 40 as a running back.
Yeah, bad 40
Well,
for a
my
guy
only
that we
problem
weren't
with him
expecting
is
to
that
have
he
a good
came out
40.
when he didn't need to, because he could
Sure.
rival being the RB1 if he would have stayed or transferred somewhere. Like, imagine if he went to Ohio State to be the next guy to get all the touches, or Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Another Gordon back in as a Badger. Oh,
we need
that
a
would've
running
fit
back here.
families.
I'm not against. Oh, he went. I was gonna say Garindo. He's actually back at practice.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the other guys.
Well, it could be reaching on
Keaton.
Sure.
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, no one else has a role, really,
I know.
other than, I guess, Jerome Ford, depending on what you view about Quinchon.
Yeah.
But the funny thing with Quinchon is that he, obviously the charges were dropped, but he's still not signed to a team.
Nope.
And we're 2 weeks from the start of the season, and his ADP went back to like 110. And it's just like nothing's changed from the regard of what's happening at this very moment.
Right.
So his ADP should not have changed. And at the same point, Jerome Ford and Sampson shouldn't have dropped 2 rounds. So I was kind of expecting to be done with those guys, but I guess I won't be.
I don't know what to do here.
Thornton.
Huh? Who?
Dante Thornton.
We have 6 receivers.
Okay. Well, we'll do that one and then one more, and we'll be done there and hammer a bunch of rookies.
Shoot, I don't even know if we need another one after that. We need a tight end too, don't we?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, in the next round.
I mean, it'd be reaching, and I won't let you click Janu. I'll jump over this table.
It's fine. I don't want Johnny. Plays for the wrong team.
Yeah.
For that to work out for me. Okay. Yeah, gross. I wanted a better running back there. Yeah, all the running backs have been pushed out that we like, though. It is what it is. It just
most of them, at least. The ones with roles without being true handcuffs, because there's still a couple names that we'll probably click on. But him as RB4 is pretty tough, I will say. Will Shipley, no reason he should be going at 172.
Let's see. How's the game? Anybody want to give me an update on the games? I mean,
I'll give you an update on the games.
Not just score, but also who's getting usage and who's playing with the first team.
Caleb Johnson has 5 for 24. Scotty Miller 3 for 82.
Nice. I wonder who started.
Basically, Carolina's doing nothing for Pittsburgh.
Well, I know that Kenneth Gainwell started for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Jalen Warren actually started. And
Did he play?
Kenneth Gainwell, and then now Caleb Johnson's doing touches. I hope he gets one more rush because I have his prop. Mm-hmm. With the fact that Trey Sermon's in, basically means that he's probably not. That's sad.
Let's go see the other game. So I actually have JaMychal Hasty started. So they did not play any of their starters for the New England Patriots. And then Jackson Dart started, and Cam Scadaboo was playing, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jackson Dart already came out, but once again, I mean,
he had 12 passes.
6 for 12.
Got
and a 23-yard rush.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hyatt. I remember clicking your name.
Yeah, thought he could outdo anybody in that offense, and he is just not good enough, I guess.
Well, just caught a touchdown.
Yeah, they're up 14-0.
Give Dart the keys to the city. Well,
Dustin.
I don't know how they'll do to start the season. That was one of our biggest differentiation with our predictions that'll be coming out on Saturday, right? So,
yes, Saturday.
So we'll get into more about the Giants, but the biggest thing is that their schedule is brutal, especially early. So he could be like a post-bye start.
Sure.
We'll just kind of see what happens with that regard.
I'd expect them to hold off as much as they can, though, and
it's week 14
Russ
bye,
go.
So.
Oh, for the Giants? Mm-hmm. I don't know if they'll even play him at that point.
If they play him, I think they would start him before that. If I had to make my guess,
Yeah, there's got to be a game in there that you're like, man, maybe. Oh, Jameis threw that touchdown. The most recent one? Jameis threw the most recent touchdown? He was 1 for 1 for 30 yards and a touchdown. What a guy.
the weird thing is like there's not really a game where it's just like, hey, you got a couple of easy ones or anything of that nature, because like there's like a at New Orleans, which is fine, but then it's a short week against Philly,
Mhm.
and then at Denver, at Philly, and then you got San Francisco, and then at Chicago, Green Bay, at Detroit, at New England on Monday night. Like that's tough.
Yeah, that's not very pretty. I don't know. I mean, I think the problem too is like, I don't know why you would want to play him unless.
Well, I mean, if they're out of it and it's
Well,
they're
yeah.
3-11 at their bye, like go for it. The
Yeah,
final
sure.
4 weeks, but just don't rush things. We've seen really recent examples of just rushing things and then instantly taking them off way too early, being Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Trey Lance. And I know he's different because he actually has had a ton of reps in college.
Yeah.
But you still.
Well, it's not even just that though. Like we've seen also success of guys that have been not played their rookie year, and then coming in later. Patrick Mahomes is a good example. He was a pretty good player. Josh Allen played behind Ryan Fitzpatrick, I want to say.
I thought it was Tyrod.
Oh, you're right. It was Tyrod. Yeah, Ryan had left at that point.
Rodgers sat for 3 years. Jordan Love sat for 3 years.
Exactly. So there you go.
The thing is, you can't compare your situation to others and just assume. Like if Jaden Daniels goes off early, don't be like, okay, McCarthy, get out there. Your other guy has done it.
Right.
No, sit if he's not. Which obviously I know he was out for the year with an injury, but just teach you their own. So
Mason
Taylor could lock up tight end.
Yep. And then I would say we go running back. Okay. We have to.
So Taj Brooks is a name.
Mm-hmm. A name I like.
DJ Giddens.
I also like him.
At this point, Roshan, we've kind of clicked on his name so much that I don't really want him. And if we do, I'd rather go he and Manungai together.
Yeah. I'd rather just go Giddens here. I have a lot more Giddens than I have Manungai. And I'd probably just pound that level so that I don't have any disparity.
That's fine.
There we go. That guy's on auto.
Yeah, based on our draft board, if we're able to go running back the rest of the way, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think we should try that.
But if there's no names, then there's just
we're running out of them because we used to be able to get JCM back here. We used to be able to get some Ollie Gordon. Mm-hmm. It's not happening anymore. Yes, I saw it also. I had to refresh it when I saw it. So it was Jameis. He threw it to Greg Dulcich, I believe. I think that's who it was.
Jameis?
Jameis threw it to Greg Dulcich.
It was Jalen Hyatt.
No. Oh, did Jalen Hyatt catch the second touchdown? From Jackson Dart? My bad. Apologies. Jalen McMillan. Let's see. Touchdown. And then it looks like Pittsburgh scored a field goal, so they're up 13-10.
Hey, is it Sky Moore season again? He just got dealt to San Fran because they just can't stop getting injured.
Yeah, they just have and running back.
But,
everybody.
But receiver, the funny thing is they keep on bringing guys off the street, and those guys keep getting hurt. Like Russell Gage, remember him being in Darlington a couple years back, and they brought him in, and he was doing fine, and then immediately got hurt.
Well, 2 years ago, it was the running backs that just kept getting hurt, and then we had rookies like Elijah Mitchell playing that were late rounders. So it's just kind of how their team goes. I swear they must have a bad conditioning, like their strength and conditioning program must be bad.
Derek Carmen got carted off. That's not fun.
Damn.
He was having a good camp.
Yeah. Actually, I really want to I really feel for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've heard the story about his draft story and his mom. That was really sad.
Yeah, his mom died on draft night.
Yeah. But he was there.
Yeah, he got to be picked.
Yeah. I that kind of stuff. I bet on a guy like that. I mean, I don't want anybody to have in the NFL to have ill situations or get hurt. Like that's not the point of this, you know. Ray McLeod, Raheem Mostert, and Kareem Hunt just got picked. So I guess we're gonna get real thin at running back real quick.
What's the point of either of those guys?
Well,
the other thing
I
I
at
did,
least see
sorry.
Raheem's 10%, 20%.
The other thing I saw was you just brought up Elijah Mitchell as a 49er, but it's apparently he might not even make the roster,
Yeah.
which is kind of what our vibe was, either him or Carson Steele.
And Carson Steele actually played.
He played special teams
a lot, yeah. Brashard Smith will make the roster because he's a 7th round rookie and he doesn't get paid anything. So
yeah, he's our most exposed player. Obviously, we're not expecting him to play game 1, but at the same time, like we just as a 20th round pick, we need a game or two to be smiley.
Yeah.
And the path is there because why is Kansas City looking for running backs, but Isaiah Pacheco's ADP is jumping up all the way into the 60s?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. Like read the room a little bit. Like they wouldn't be looking for running backs if you knew they already had 5 and they're still on the market for it.
Exactly.
But I'm taking the guy, off an injury in the 5th, 6th round. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Blake Corum, which I'm not against getting Blake Corum this year at his current price. Last year's price was crazy.
Let's see.
Sean Tucker.
Yeah, Sean Tucker's probably my.
Shit.
He said his name 2 seconds too early.
I see that. Well, I don't know now.
Yeah, we're running out of
options. But we have to go running back.
Well, go
so Kyle.
Star. Yeah, go Star Kyle.
And then is Deuce Vaughn getting run?
No.
What is that?
I'd rather have.
Why is he in there?
Richard again.
Okay, I'm with you. I think that's probably the best option.
But my one question is that because that was our first 2 picks, right?
Uh-huh.
So do you really want to go 2 more running backs? Because we're not really finding names. Kendre Miller's another name. I don't know where the hell he is, but he's the clear-cut RB2 for New Orleans right now.
I would say we need at least 7 running backs, to say the least.
Yeah, Brashard Smith is our guy. But I'm saying that we could possibly wait on him and pick a receiver, but we're kind of running out of time. So
Troy Franklin, my guy. I think we just get Brashard and then because I think running back is going to go again. Because
Troy won't be there.
Yeah. But I think running back is going to go again. I don't think it's done, unfortunately.
Yeah.
People are still going to keep going running back because that's what people at this point of the year do.
Man, it makes me smile. All the exposure we had to Troy Franklin in the 300s and seeing him at 224 now.
And it should just keep rising.
Yeah, it should.
And Dustin's about to pick him.
I will say he shouldn't still have a 50-pick difference in ADP between him and Pat Bryant. I know that much. Which Pat went 178, which his ADP has kind of been in the 170s to 190s all summer long. But I'm just saying it should be Troy Franklin before him, and that doesn't even. And even if you don't believe in that, just at least right next to each other is what I think is the logical explanation.
Right.
I mean, Brown being a 3 wide receiver set guy going in 19th is pretty good value.
I think people are just trying to push up the fact that he's a rookie and think that he might be able to, use that leverage. But Troy Franklin's only a sophomore. Let's just all remember that. Vele was only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's 27.
Oh.
The funny memes I saw of him New Orleans trading for him because they wanted somebody on his timeline.
Yeah. There goes Troy.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Dustin.
Yeah, that's actually one of the earlier spots later spots in the last couple drafts I've done.
Yeah, I was expecting him to go the round before, but he made it to the 220s.
The other name that he rose up a ton after one preseason game. Oh, no, he actually was picked. AD Mitchell.
AD went, yeah.
I love the idea of if you are a downs person, just stacking him with AD I think they're the most 2 likely to break out. And it's very easy to stack because one's going to pick 90 and one's going to pick 200.
Where did Daniel Jones go? 192 for Daniel Jones. Danny Dimes.
I didn't realize how much exposure I
You
had to
had?
Daniel Jones. He is my 5th most exposed quarterback.
That's
And
crazy. I don't have anything close
all
to
of
that.
that is QB3. That's none of that is QB2. And the only I think I remember a couple shares where it was Daniel Jones and Richardson. So basically, Indy QB was our QB2.
Mm-hmm.
But all of those were like, hey, Josh Allen shares or high end QB1. But most of them QB3 in situations where we ended up with like Caleb Williams
I
as
have
QB1.
one share of Daniel Jones for all of my drafts.
Yeah.
Which is fine because I have one share of Richardson also. I must not have really taken.
Well, Richardson, I have, let's see. Oh, that is on wide receiver. Richardson, I have 8%, but most or all of that is likely stacked with Daniel Jones.
Right.
That's something I established very early because we, at the very beginning of the summer, were like, we have a feeling Daniel's going to win this job.
We did, yeah. We were on that early, luckily.
JT falling to the 20th round is fun for that team.
Mm-hmm. This has been a really slow draft, honestly.
It has been.
I feel like people are picking real slow in this one. Every once in a while, we'll get like a 30-minute draft, and then sometimes they'll get an hour draft.
What was the point of going 3 straight tight ends at the end?
Just so that they can have 4, I guess.
I mean, Chico Conquos are tight end 1, but
I don't think you need 4. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
See what Dustin ends it out with the torch.
If you were gonna do like 4 tight ends, I don't know why you didn't do like both Rams tight ends or paint a picture.
Right.
You know, you just picked 4 random ones, which Theo Johnson's actually having a good camp, so fine with that. But Pat Fryermuth's a backup on his own team. Will Dissly may be the second option as a pass catching tight end on his own team. So it's not like you're even, putting 2 and 2. Like if you win a Dalton Schultz and a Cade Stover,
right,
or something of that nature is something like Noah Fant and Arroyo was something that we flirted with before as an idea of stacking tight ends. Harold Fant and Njoku, that would have been nice for us.
And Harold Fant did sit out. Will not be playing.
No, that was a good sign because it sounds like he's been playing a lot of 12.
Mm-hmm. They've been playing a lot of 12. That's the only thing they're doing, I feel like. Okay, now we get to just pick a receiver, I guess.
Your guy?
Huh?
Your guy?
Efton? Shit. Tinsley with some big plays too. Just saying he will not play.
Two touchdowns in 12 seconds.
Very cool watch the other night. I do love Efton. Man, he is the next Cooper Kupp. Y'all heard it here first. I've said it a couple times.
I'd be sad because of our exposure to him, but if Pop Douglas gets traded, like they have no slot receiver other than him. So
yep. Just saying. Okay, let's go over Jeremy strapped up. We're about to do this 20 as soon as the computer wants to.
10 while we're going to hop in second. We're going to do a $20 play. Remember, it is best ball week, so opt into that promo because if you do a $20 best ball after opting in, you get a $5 ticket for week 1 for basically one misdemeanor, and they rarely do $5 millionaire contests. So be sure to do that if you are going to join. Let's say because we do it at the top of the let's say at 8:06, so 40 seconds.
40 seconds, perfect. I don't know that I love that draft. Hopefully, we get a different spot. I do not want
to. There wasn't a lot of standout teams that excited me. There was a lot of weird going on. We didn't get to take advantage like I thought we would based on who's going around us early, but
we didn't take advantage because I think we went too many receivers when we should have gone an extra running back probably because then we got stuck having to go find running backs. Dustin, you probably won't be in the $20. Who else is going to be in the $20? Put it in the chat if you're going to be in here with us.
And if you are new drafting with us, just shout out your username on DK just so we can kind
of go.
Yes.
Click the button.
Sorry.
Yeah, let us know if you're getting the draft with us. 3 spots left, and hopefully you'll hit it before me.
I'll do $20 when they add kickers. Well, we added the kicker to the frame.
Yeah, we did. So, and you've done a $20 before. I think you've done one, which is fine. Who else is in here with us? Jeremy, are you in here? No, I don't see him.
We got Eminem though. That's fun.
I feel like I've seen Cage before. I don't know if it's been in our group or we just happened to play against him before. He has a stochastic sign, so probably not. All right, so 7. What do we want here?
That's CMC.
Yeah.
Territory. I've kind of
or
taken the stands on if I don't get a top 5 pick and have the, usual guys that we go for, I'm basically just CMC and Nico. Unless they neither fall to me, then I
no,
go kind of just double up on either receiver or go 1-1.
just missed it, huh? Well,
Well, at least you got the chase start.
yeah, you're gonna get Chase. We're gonna have to figure out what we want to do. I just wonder because like it's I don't want these guys, so it'd
No,
have
I
to
know
be CD.
we've at this point we've taken stands on Gibbs and Jefferson to not play them.
Even if we're wrong, we have none of them, so
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna be really wrong. I don't think I have any.
And the thing
I have
is,
one Gibbs, I think.
it's not like we've faded Gibbs and then just not put it to something. It's to get more exposure to a Bijan or a Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no harm, no foul in doing things like that, especially if they basically finish right next to each other. It's kind of a wash, anyways. But
I have one Gibbs line. I bet he fell to me. I bet he fell multiple picks.
yeah,
And then I have 0 Jefferson lines.
I think I have 2
literally
shares
0.
of Jefferson. Let me see.
You know what I love to see is when I see 75 or 31% drafted George
1%.
Kittle.
How much?
31% drafted George Kittle.
God.
No, we take stands.
No, I know.
Big stands.
Literally, I'm in love with my top 5 tight ends.
Okay.
I have Tyler Warren, T.J. Hawkinson,
Yes.
Brock Bowers, George Kittle, Colson Loveland, mostly as a tight end too.
So
But
I have Mason Taylor in there also.
he's down at 9 for me.
Okay, he just happened to slip in, I guess, because I kept getting him at the end of the draft.
Right.
There goes Jameer at 3. So things happen.
I'm just glad he didn't fall to us because that probably means that somebody we wanted to draft didn't.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
What's crazy?
Saquon.
I mean,
crazy.
it's not crazy that somebody picks CD over Saquon. I think we've done that before.
Well, I've seen Saquon as the 101 this year a couple times.
Well, I understand, but
this guy's gonna auto draft him.
This happens a lot more on Underdog than you would think.
Just kidding. We're gonna get Saquon. That would be crazy.
No, I know, but I'm saying like Saquon falling to the 6-7, like that's happened a lot to me. Yeah. I have a ton of Underdog exposure to him
because he's falling over there.
Yeah, because that was the first platform that we almost got him on that one.
Yeah,
but CMC or Nico.
Let's go running back because I didn't like how it all worked out last time.
Okay.
Did you see that Genty's back in the top 12? I was like, y'all are ridiculous. Like, he had minus 1 yard, changed everybody's opinion of him just so he could, Actually, we did get a comment on our video from one of our friends that Genty is going to be a bust. I thought that was a fun one. I thought it was a fun comment.
It's interesting. I mean, he's basically going in the same spot that Najee Harris was a couple years back. And we were just like, Najee is just a workhorse. He's going to inherit all the touches, and he did. And he was like a RB 13, which is fine, but not if you're a first round pick. Like that is a bust. So with Genty having all these great rookies, like on our bold predictions video, you had 5 rookies going for 1,000 yards. If he just barely hits 1,000, to me, that's not good enough where he's going.
Yeah.
So he needs, if that's happening, he needs either a dozen touchdowns or 60 receptions. But one positive thing for him is Chip Kelly, 3 of the last 4 years that he's been an OC in the NFL, his lead rusher has been top 7 in rush attempts.
Right.
And previously, way back when with Sean McCoy, he was the number 1 player in fantasy back in, I believe it was 2013. So he likes to give his guys the ball, and he has nobody behind him to compete with for touches.
Okay, guys. What are we going to do?
So it looks like, is that the top available, guys? Or are you not scrolled up all the way?
It's all the way.
That's all the way?
Yeah.
Gross.
I think we're on Brock.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
I'm
not picking H-N.
No, sorry, Dustin. Should have stayed away on that one.
I mean, he was one that I was like, I just had to preference where he was going. And again, I like taking stands to get more exposure to a JT or a Henry, a Chase Brown. What happened?
Jeremy said the last 2 drafts, including this one, McCaffrey went over Barkley. Okay.
Well, we basically had
we almost got that.
We got either or.
We were hoping that would have happened.
Yeah.
because I think Saquon's a little bit safer to say the least.
But at the same time, he went for 400 touches last year. CMC barely played.
Yeah.
So if you're talking like you should not be concerned about CMC's injury history if you just completely are fine with Saquon's because Saquon has had multiple ankle sprains, a torn ACL. CMC has just had, a pulled hamstring.
Yeah,
His
he just
Achilles
has
tendonitis last year,
constant
pulled his
problems.
calf. So it's muscle injuries, but we're a year removed from that. Saquon has had year-long recovery for his before or multiple ankle sprains in the same year. So they're similar ages, and one has way more workload last year, one has way less. So that's kind of how I view it. I'm not really concerned about the previous injuries unless it is like you had multiple surgeries like a Chris Godwin or something of that nature. Multi-ligament ACL like a Javonte Williams.
Right. I did want to put this Shane Wooldridge. Sorry. Ben Wooldridge. Why am I saying Shane? Oh, Shane Watts is rushing. Ben Wooldridge, the quarterback for the New England Patriots, is 1 for 7 for 4 yards.
Well, got a completion.
I don't even know who caught it. Jeremiah Webb.
Huh. Let's see. Mike Evans going at 27, a little early.
It's okay. Someone gets pushed down to us then.
No, I know. We're gonna have our pick of the guys unless it just goes disaster.
Well, it's going well right now. It's gonna go great.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go great.
Yeah, we have our pick, so
I wish we had 2 picks.
Mm-hmm. So Marvin's fallen a little in ADP. I kind of want to
see if these guys will get back to us.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Omarion. Like that's my answer.
So no receivers through 3 rounds?
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
I've done 3 running backs and had a great team. Felt pretty good about it, robust wise. So I don't see why. I mean, we've done enough drafts where we can figure it out.
Going 32 is insane to me.
But that's what I'm saying. These running backs are getting pushed up, so we can take a couple running backs and hopefully, some of those guys will fall to us.
Mm-hmm.
Those the new drafters and the old drafters, like the early summer drafters versus the late summer drafters, are very different. So you're going to get both of them in these drafts, and it's a little bit harder. Yeah, tell me, Jeremy. Tell me about that draft. And we are haters of
Chase Kyron Hampton. Okay, I love it.
Okay, cool.
I wish I would have gotten a little bit more Kyron this year.
I stopped getting him completely on purpose because I hadn't got enough of him. I said, you know what? I just have to fade him at this point, or I have to
because it's like, what's the point of being at 7%?
Yeah, so I was like, no, it's not worth it. So I just faded him.
I think I have, let's see what I got of him. Yeah, I have 5%. So it's basically 4 drafts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
on DraftKings actually. Let me look at Underdog.
I've felt that way on some players also. Yeah, I mean, sooner or later you just start to figure out what you're doing in drafts,
I think that's
and then
more
you decide.
fun than just like, what are we as analysts to be like? Yeah, we do 500 drafts and everybody's 10% owned, and we're just throwing. We just have all the bullets, and then one hits, and we're 150,000 errors, and we're like, this is how we did it. All you did is just have the money to do every draft.
You just did the drafts.
Like, we don't have that. We're hand building. We're not at that level yet. We got to hit that million first. But for the time being, we're just taking stands on guys, and I think that's more fun to me because I think we're really good at doing and evaluating those things.
Well, we're definitely really good in the 15th through 20th round. Now we just got to get consistent.
It's been a good year with the stands we've taken. Last year I don't think was so good, but we still the one bullet we had that did well.
Yeah.
Worthy. Yeah. I like Worthy. Wide receiver 1 is tough, so we're gonna have to.
That's okay. We'll be okay.
I think
I don't have to worry about running back.
There is a good. Well, yeah, that's true.
So,
and tight end.
Or tight end.
There is a good chance that we're gonna have like a run of receivers in a row that could be guys that we've been clicking on anyways. So
I think that's fair. So does that mean you're taking? So we basically took a stand on McCaffrey, but he also started at like 12, 13, and now he's at 7. But did you take the stand then that you were going to get Gibbs and other guys? Are you going with Jefferson? And like, who are your guys that you're taking stands on in the first round? I guess, Jeremy. Because I think that's an interesting conversation is like, if we're going to get away from certain guys, we have to get other guys.
Well, basically, what I said earlier about Chase Brown, like you can make the argument to pick him over a Gene T, a Derrick Henry, a HN, and maybe I don't agree with it rankings wise, but I understand it because I love the player. But like, you can convince me, CMC, if you picked him over Saquon, I'm I'm on board with
Yeah,
your team,
because he
especially in
has,
redraft. Because redraft, get your guys. I don't care about ADPs and values and stuff like that. We're not building, a bunch of lotto tickets. Just
yeah,
get your guys. And other than Bijan, I really and that's saying something because Saquon's our RB1 in our rankings, but the Saquon injury history and another year coming off another Super Bowl run where he played a month even longer, all the touches, whereas CMC didn't. Like the arguments there, Jameer Gibbs is a timeshare. Bijan's truly the only one that I think is the safe and great number one. That I don't know,
yeah.
but other than that, like there's not another running back that I'm just like I wouldn't pick him over CMC.
Well, I mean, no matter any of those guys in the first round, they're all getting 70%, except for Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like I just expect Gibbs to be the target guy. So, I mean, all of these guys have 70% upside.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, Derrick Henry, Genty, Chase Brown, JT. I don't know what to do with you guys, but yes, all the other ones.
Well, Bucky is in a great situation too because he's Rashad White's down
Mm-hmm.
and he has the path to be 25 touch game guy. Like I understand it. I understand the argument, but
That's fair. Jeremy, that's fair from you too. I think that Genty, if you're gonna take the stand, I think he's a good spot. And then the other side. How is Jalen Hurts here? Why are you here? What do you want to do?
if you're talking about safety it's gonna suck being a wide receiver too, but I'd rather have Pearsall than Ibuka.
I agree.
Like we've got enough Ibuka. We have not gotten enough Pearsall, at least on DK. Because his price was way different all summer. He was in the 100s on Underdog for a lot of the June, July months. And then he was like in the 80s and 90s for a while because he was kind of out of OTAs. And now he's like mid 60s. But DK, he was like in the 70s. Then he dropped to like 80 and then went way up to like 50 and 60.
Right.
So haven't gotten him nearly as much. It's a big discrepancy in ownership. But I just feel like it's a safer bet than Ibuka.
Two of them, two quarterbacks. Jeremy, I think that that's fair. I think my problem with Henry is when does Father Time catch him? Just like Alvin Kamara. At the same time, we watched him last year really beat up on us because we tried to fade him, and he just absolutely went off. So there's a path. It's just I don't have very much Henry in the second round. I try to get my receivers in the second round as much as possible.
I mean the biggest reason is probably because he stayed at the 11 to 15 range, and when we are 10 through 12, most of the time we've gone double receiver or Gene T / CMC and then receiver.
Yeah.
So it's not like we hate him at the ADP. It was just we were doing a different route, and I actually picked up some more shares of him on Underdog because he was actually falling to like 17 and 18 in certain points of the summer. Travis?
Yeah. Travis
and Rome are the two in my eyes.
I'd rather go Rome.
Rome? Okay, that's fine.
Personally.
He's ranked higher for us.
Yeah. And I mean I know there's a lot of reports. I don't think that he's gonna like outplay DJ Moore, but I think that there's gonna be enough to go around in that offense. Like I don't have to worry about volume in that offense, in my opinion.
Well, my thing is DJ's never been a target guy. He's been a catch all 7 of his targets for 100 yards. He's never been the 15 target guy. But Rome has come from a situation where in a high volume passing offense, he was getting a lot of targets and was the guy. So he has been the winner of camp. And I've paid a lot of attention to Chicago training camp. And there's been so many people that have said that he's won camp. And that's why I'm so sold on him, because of the possibility of him passing DJ Moore. But either way, they're both 1,000-yard threats
Yeah. No,
in unison.
I think you have more of like a it's gonna be Amon Ra. I think Rome is more like Amon Ra
Mhm.
esque in Ben Johnson's offense, and then you have uh, DJ being more like a Jamison Williams. But I think they're gonna manufacture more touches than Jamison Williams had, just because I think they kind of have to.
Well, yeah, because the running game's not as strong.
Exactly.
So,
So, but otherwise, I think they're about the truly they're probably in a similar tier of each other. But right now they're going 3 rounds different, so, or 2.5 rounds
right.
different.
I actually, you said Amon-Ra St. Brown as like a comparison. Funny enough, Baker Mayfield came out with the quote today because everybody's hyping up Emeka Ibuka as well, and he was like, he reminds me so much of Amon-Ra, and it's
Hmm.
just kind of like if that's the role that we're inheriting, like sign me the hell up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Emeka's gonna get the touches, and that was something. And no matter what, Emeka was fell into the best situation for the rookies, even over a Tet or Matthew Golden, all of them, Travis Hunter, because of the fact that you have an injury to a long term vet. And of course, you have to go and perform, but he has performed, obviously, and he's going to get his role, and he'll possibly be he's going to be 1,000-yard receiver, most likely.
And we didn't really, because I think if I remember correctly, he started off like in the late 70s, early 80s when we started.
He was at like 95.
No, I know he
Oh,
fell
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
he
bit,
fell, yeah.
but nothing until like the report of Chris Godwin had a second surgery till he started
Right,
popping up.
yeah.
And once that happened, I started getting some shares. And it also correlated because Baker started in the 60s and that was way too high for me.
Mhm.
Now look at him, he's all the way in the 80s, and I'm like, now I can afford stacks. And that's kind of when I started doing the Emeka hammer. But all of my exposure to him is as a wide receiver 4 or 5, which is what, you know, one of my favorite outcomes has been this summer. Yeah, we have to.
Cool. Now we can just hammer a receiver.
Because I was saying there was an outside chance one would fall to us there. But usually the 7th round is pretty gross. It's a dead zone for receivers. So
it's dead zone for everything. I can't. That's like one of my least favorite rounds right now going because like I don't want any of these guys. I feel like.
Yeah, there's always a dead zone. I think last year or the year before, the 5th round was
fifth,
the dead zone.
I remember that. The running back dead zone, 5th rounders.
This year it was kind of spread out for the most part because usually there's a lot of tight ends in the tier 2 of tight ends going in this round or in this range, and there was really only Laporta. Even Hawkinson wasn't even going in the 6th, 7th round for most of this summer. So everybody was so turned off by how last year's tier 2 of tight ends turned out that all of those guys are in the 100s, and then guys that are possibly above them were still in the 80s and stuff. So I think it kind of diluted it because basically the 6th, 7th round was all running back receiver and a quarterback or two.
Right. I think I was looking at Jeremy's team. Mm-hmm. He went 3 running backs in the first 4 rounds. So he went heavy and then went Scary Terry, Odunze, Golden, which actually doesn't sound that bad except for he just doesn't have a tight end or a quarterback. So it's like that's the biggest problem. That's what scares me.
I wonder if I'm gonna regret not drafting Matthew Golden. Because I took such a stand of just I don't see him being that big of a factor compared to everything else. I just think it's everybody is
hurt,
the same.
Though.
But then everybody's hurt.
It doesn't matter when they're all hurt.
Yeah. And I also didn't expect him to out the gate play 2 receiver sets. So
well, actually, I actually did. If he was going to start, yeah, because I knew he was going to be their outside receiver. It was more so, are they going to use him, and try to get him the ball? Because I wish they would get Jaden Reed the ball because I've always thought he's a good receiver, but they just don't try to. What do we want to do?
Well, we have to go receiver or running back.
And it's a bunch of quarterbacks.
I would start Pittman, and then if you want to reach on somebody, I mean, honestly,
I'd rather go Downs.
Yeah. I didn't realize Downs was jumped by him in ADP
because of the injury.
Like I said, Coleman has jumped up. He's finally in the top 100. So
I don't want to start you anymore.
I don't want to play with you.
There we go. Yeah, like I just think the problem with the whole Green Bay offenses, they don't know what they want to do. And their tight end's going to be their best player.
Or Josh Jacobs.
Well, he's
Hawkinson
yeah,
going
sure.
92 is insane.
Behind Colston.
He made a nice catch in a
Who did?
joint practice. TJ. It was kind of like a back shoulder, but at the back of the end zone catch. It was really nice. And on top of that, Jordan Addison suspended, plus possibly even trading.
Did JJ throw it?
Yeah.
Good.
No.
Good. Yeah. Hey, good. I mean, JJ doesn't have any idea how to take any pace off the ball. I swear to God, all he does is he throws darts just as hard as he can every time. Baker falling in this one to 93 and in the last one to like the mid 103, 104 range, I want to say. I think that's pretty good value.
That is good value.
Because he's going
like
I
said,
80.
That playoff schedule is nothing to sneeze at. His final 4 weeks of fantasy season are just impeccably great matchups. And we allegedly might be stacking him in week 1 too.
I'm guessing you're talking about Minnesota, Jeremy. I don't remember seeing this. The game the other day, 2 passes were thrown right on the money. Well, I mean, if it's JJ throwing the ball, that damn ball is moving. I mean, he is trying to take your head off with it. So
that guy went 0 RB and basically hammered 4 straight, but I don't mind any of those running backs based on where they fell. I mean, he did reach a little bit on Tracy, but it's not like I guess I probably would have gone with any of the other 3 that went after him.
These 3, yeah.
But ETN, fine with. Apparently, Tank Bigsby might be traded. JK has been getting more run with the ones. So, I'm fine with that. I just traded for him in our, friend league.
You did.
So,
yep.
If he's on my roster week 1, that'll be fun.
More quarterbacks.
So, if you want to just kind of build the depth of receiver, Jaden Reed as a wide receiver 5 is fun.
Sure. We don't need a running back yet.
I mean, it's kind of, or we could just knock out our QB2.
I mean, I'd love to get Bo.
Or
we can go Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
And like go with the like late stacks.
And maybe Marvin also.
And Marvin Mims. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Haven't gotten a ton of Bo.
I had a little bit. He is my quarterback in our fantasy, but I don't ever see him fall to 103 on here.
Right.
So.
Sure. Oh, Caleb actually went right before us. Okay. He's my most exposed quarterback, but a lot of it is because I'm fine with him as a QB1 if you have the depth in the room. But as a QB2, a lot of the times, like I just feel good about my draft every time when I come out with Mahomes and Caleb Williams as my 2 quarterbacks.
Sure.
Based on where they're going, because Mahomes mostly has been a 7th rounder, and a lot of times Caleb was a 10th rounder. So getting that, and then the options that we paired them with, which was
my God.
Well,
that's okay. Yeah, but I agree. I think we've done a pretty good job with
I like this draft a lot more than the last one.
That's what happens when you're not at the beginning. I don't like the beginning right now. The beginning of drafts have been really irritating as of late. I feel like.
Funny enough, just because I'm like thinking the exposure game in my head, I've not minded it nearly as much as the beginning, just because I want the more shares of Bijan and Jamar, and I think there's ways to reach but be fine. So
Bill going at 111.
Like at this point in time, if we did have to do,
still on the
board. Jaden's still on the board. I mean,
cool. I'm taking
that's
Jaden.
Who we were picking 10 picks ago. So
cool with that.
Let's do it.
But
as I was gonna say, like even if you're reaching like Jeremy did with his 101, where he went with Hampton and Kyron, he got both really strong running backs in different bye weeks, and he didn't have to. I forgot what his third one was, but
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, and he got him at 48. Like we haven't seen him that low in a little bit. So,
Green Bay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Jordan Love, Golden Cott, such a good.
I know which one he's talking about. Yeah,
he's got hands unlike his teammates. Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, Jaden Reed has not played, so he's the only one that isn't in that conversation, I guess. I reached on Williams and Hampton, and then I like my team. Yeah, I think your team's good.
And to me, I don't even consider him a reach. It's just a preference on not going quarterback or tight end, which are the people ahead of him.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, I mean, I would assume that Josh Jacobs and Bucky and those
Lad
guys
and
were probably gone. So yeah, I'm on board. I'm on your side.
Adam Thielen, all the way at the 120.
He was 154 last time.
Yep. One. Yeah, I think so.
Something
Either
around that.
145 or 154. But yeah,
Yeah,
still
love
way
him. I
two
just don't
rounds.
know what team he's going to play for. That is my only concern with him.
Yeah, I mean, if he's a wide receiver 3 on a team,
it's an idea for me. Luther Burden,
Braylon.
I'm nervous about playing behind Zacchaeus
Mhm.
more than half the season. So we love him as a talent. He could have some splash plays, but being in an 11th round ADP is really tough to get to. And I'm not even including a Colston and
He should be where Trey Harris is.
Like in the 150s.
Like the same range as Trey Harris. I
And
mean,
he fell a little bit because he was injured for a little while
Mhm.
In OTAs, but he's just like the 5th or 6th option right now. And so there's no consistent role. I would not touch him in redraft leagues.
No.
But in best ball, I guess. But I feel like they'll come far and few in between where if you only have 2 or 3 examples when you're picking your 11th rounder, like that they show up in your optimal line, that probably isn't enough.
Sure. Luther is going to be a guy that is a slow burn because of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you've watched any of his highlights or anything. I love what he's doing his blocking has been
he had a
top
really nice
notch, man. We have to go running back. Which one do you like?
Who's their tight end?
Brock.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
So one of these 3. Ready, break.
Brian.
Perfect.
I'm not touching Quinchon.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm done. I'm done with that exposure. I'm trying to dilute it down to 10%.
I have a nice 6%. So
yeah. Well, I mean, all of our 7th round exposure was on
your account. Your account. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That was before we switched over to this one.
Yeah.
Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Kyle Pitts, and Evan Ingram. All right. You filled it out.
Are you going to go 3 quarterbacks or are you going to end up staying with those 2? Just curious. I like both of them as a part of a quarterback room, but I think that's a debatable spot of whether or not you like.
Jeremy normally goes with 3.
2.
Like he's one of the he normally pushes for 3. Well, we like to live on the edge a little bit more. He's a little safer on that part. My quarterback situation is interesting. Trevor Lawrence, I have 27% of.
I think he's my 3rd most exposed.
That's first for me.
First?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense that he's slightly tiebreaker tied for second because
more money.
He has more money exposed, $6 more than Drake May. But it doesn't make any sense that Brian Thomas, great. It'll be a great year.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter, he's going to play 80% of the snaps in the slot that feeds in Liam Cohen's offense. But
Brenton Strange is getting big
getting
stuff, yeah.
And he's QB 18 going in the 130s. Again, redraft way different because I don't know if I can consistently start him for my 12-man team. But in best ball, if you're just looking for a QB2, I think he's one of the safest QB2s and probably best values of all the QB2s going.
So we need to go tight end for our second.
Benson?
Or running back.
I like Benson.
I do too. I don't think we need to go tight end yet, obviously, but Kyle Pitts is somewhat
because
enamoring.
Of Brock, we can go all the way down to Jatavion.
Sure.
That range.
Yeah, let's go Benson.
So, unless somebody absurdly falls that shouldn't be, kind of similar to how we did with Josh Allen and Jordan Love was just there a round and a half later.
Exactly.
And like if Zach Ertz fell to like what are we going to be, 162?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think if Kyle Pitts fell to 151, I would be very happy.
Oh yeah. That too. I miss the days when we picked him as a tight end too.
Yeah, what what happened?
He became Michael Penix's golf buddy, and
y'all gotta stop listening to things, listening in. Kyle Pitts, he will. I don't even know.
Well, it's a logical reasoning of hype this year. The previous years,
new quarterback,
it was hanging on to like, hey, 1,000-yard rookie season. Like we're past that.
His draft.
My thing is, this is his first healthy offseason in a couple of years. On top of that, Michael Penix and him already having The
Mhm.
rapport they do is what is intriguing me more so than, oh, they're bringing in Kirk Cousins. He liked TJ Hawkinson. I hope
Right,
that
for
works
sure.
out.
I think he's gonna go right here because that guy just picked. Never mind. He went with a different
He went
Atlanta
with
Falcon. Holy crap! We might. Well,
that was a
see,
yeah,
1, 2, 1 tight ends. I think he'll still go, but
he should, right? You would think.
I mean, sure. I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get auto drafted. Wow.
Pat Bryant.
We're taking Kyle Pitts.
Hey, we have
we
Bo
should have.
Nix.
Yeah, Pat
We
Bryant
got to
was actually a guy we
prioritize.
could have thought of
We got
getting.
to pat. Well, not there,
No.
but we definitely got to prioritize going a round or two early for Troy, though.
I mean,
Don't let us
there's
do it.
no way this guy doesn't take him. Well, I don't want this guy to do it either. Yeah, he went.
Did it. Okay, that's
Damn.
fine. I didn't want
Demario
the tease.
Douglas.
Demario Douglas, Josh Palmer. If you wanted another running back, Tajay or Dylan Sampson. What do you? We're basically all open and flexible. I'm fine with any of those names.
That's the guy I think I want.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be.
I've got a ton of Josh Palmer.
I know. And I have him on my bench in fantasy, and I think he's the wide receiver. He's going to be wide receiver 1 in Buffalo.
This is going to be a 8 wide receiver or maybe even 9 team because of us waiting 3 rounds.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Let's see, Ricky.
Xavier being our wide receiver 1, I want 8 or 9 on this team.
8 for sure. 8 for sure. I'm just thinking.
I mean, the thing is, we're going 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks. We don't need to, or
that's
8 running backs. And it's not like the 2 that we picked. CMC, well, I guess CMC if Garendo is a value, but not a concrete stackable handcuff. And then Najee, it just like to each of their own with him. But let's just see what happens. My
do you have? Sorry,
go ahead.
I was going to ask Jeremy. Do you have exposure to Kyle Pitts? Like, I mean, because I don't know how much exposure I actually have.
He's my 7th most exposed tight end.
Let's see. Kyle Pitts. I do not have much. I have less than I expected.
I think Evan Ingram was the only true fade that I did.
I have a lot
of all the elite tight ends.
Okay.
Oh, good.
He went for it. I mean, earlier in best ball, you could get a lot of him because he was so cheap.
Mm-hmm. Like there is no, if we hypothetically Kyle Pitts fell to us and we have Brock Bowers who is tight end 1, there is no shame in going Kyle Pitts because it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't even matter what the tight end 2 is.
It's also perfect to have Kyle Pitts in that situation because he gives you the boom games. You want the boom games when you already have the guy that's going to be the most consistent tight end in football.
Like what is Jonnu Smith gonna? I guess that was the other fade because remember he was
we faded Jonnu when he was in Miami too.
Yeah, so have only a little bit of Njoku.
Oh, okay, exactly. So we're on the same page. It just doesn't make sense to not go get one of these guys that has high upside when you already have the other.
I can't believe Samson's back to
159.
Nothing's changed.
Nope.
Tillman right after him.
I don't want Rashad.
This could be an Ollie spot.
Yeah, it's true.
Najee.
He's going early, isn't he?
He's like 190s now. 91.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if he'll make it back to us, but also Najee is another name since we have Amarian. But Najee at the same time could also fall to the next round, and I'm not really prioritizing. Like we have to force that.
Yeah, let's do Ollie and just see if Najee will fall because I think Ollie actually is probably.
Ollie's actually jumped 15 spots since my draft, like at 3:00 today.
Yeah, I think he's going earlier than we're. I mean, 15th round probably, but
of all the guys to pick, it's not Woody Marks. I can tell you that.
He is not. He's gonna beat out Nick Chubb. He's not gonna beat out Joe Mixon when he comes back.
He's not gonna beat out
Jahar Jordan. Dare. Yeah, is it Dar?
I don't know.
I think
it's Dar. I thought it was.
I have no idea. Wale.
I'm better at his second name or his last name.
I'm not good at any of it. I've seen him play great special teams and catch the ball in the backfield a few times. He's good at special teams.
One time he was like a 4,800 and he got us like 12 points and I was happy about it. So
Yeah, because it was him and Cam Akers.
probably.
It's just those two. I remember that. That was crazy. Crazy few weeks there.
Mhm.
Everybody hurt. There goes Dante. I know he's going up. I don't know, man.
I mean, I'd rather have him over DeAndre Hopkins.
Sure. I might have him over Cedric Tillman, funny enough. So
Not
I
Wando.
get it. I get not Wando. Probably not, no. Wide receiver 2 in the offense.
Romeo Dobbs, I heard, was a possible surprise cut candidate.
No way.
Yeah.
He was starting.
Now Matt LaFleur.
They have no receivers. They're all hurt.
Matt LaFleur has like shot down that rumor, but I thought it was interesting just because last year Dobbs was shooting up these best ball drafts because people were like, he's the guy of the 4. And I'm just like, they're all the same.
And none of them were good.
Yeah. And a lot of that had to do with, Jordan Love going down week 1.
And Wicks didn't ever pan out. Remember when he was the guy?
And at least in positive news, it won't be fantasy relevant, but at least I didn't expect this, but Christian Watson could possibly play half to most of the year this year, which I didn't expect because he got hurt the last week of the season.
Najee.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we got our stack. Now we have 6 and 6, and we need a tight end. This might be a good spot to get a tight end, though.
I see one name that I'll see what happens to it, but I'm not opposed to him being our tight end too.
Sure.
Otherwise, it's still the trio of guys that we mentioned before.
How do you rank them?
Arroyo, Mason Taylor, and Jatavion.
Yeah.
Jatavion 1, Mason Taylor 2, and Arroyo 3.
Okay. I have Mason Taylor 1, but
okay.
And then Arroyo still lost. And then Jatavion in the middle. But I don't think you go wrong anyway. I think Jatavion's price is nice.
Right.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's just the Jets offense being so gross. And I think that at least Carolina, I don't know how many games they'll win, but I think it'll be competitive enough to where we'll be playing a lot of Carolina DFS this year.
Sure. I just think there's so many mouths to feed and whatnot. But and Tommy Tremble, when Tommy Tremble comes back,
there's not like there's dominant names. No. There's just a bunch of guys to get 5 targets. So it's kind of like it's wide open. So like if there was a Vele situation that one of them gets traded, like a Thielen gets traded,
right?
That just makes you feel better about those guys, or Jalen Coker gets traded, or somebody.
I think Jalen Coker's staying on the team. I think he's too cheap to not. But I think
then that means Hunter Renfro's gone, or
sure. I think Adam Thielen will probably be the one.
Thielen makes sense as the biggest trade candidate because it just he doesn't fit the timeline.
Yeah, he's a vet.
But at the same time, maybe that's what they need because they don't have a ton of vets especially on offense.
Yeah.
Like basically their entire skill group is like
even their O-line. I mean, they're starting left tackle was drafted a couple years ago in the first round.
Ifuanu?
Ekum?
Yeah.
In Wanwu? Ekwanu, yeah. There we go. I'm gonna blank on that. Okay. Xavier Legette's another name.
Likely.
I think that's great upside. I think it's great upside. Yeah. That's the kind of upside pick you pick when you have a Brock Bowers, right?
Yeah. I don't know why he's still there. But that's exactly what I was saying when the injury happened. It's just like, man, he's gonna drop like 50 spots and he's probably gonna miss like 2 weeks, but you're not drafting your tight end 2 to go ahead.
Sorry. No, I mean we have to take Troy Franklin.
Yeah.
Okay. We might not get him.
Probably have to pick him this round.
Yeah.
To feel comfortable.
I don't know that he'll be there.
In 17, I bet you he'll be there.
No, 18, definitely not though. Because he's moved up.
He fell to 224. Or did he not? The last
No, he went in the 17th round last round. Okay. Yeah.
Well, either way.
He's about to go in the 17th round.
He's our most exposed receiver.
He is very exposed.
Yeah.
I don't even know how exposed. Let's see.
He's
on mine, he's less exposed than yours, probably. 22%.
Still way over the field. I got 52.
Yeah. But that was because we drafted on yours first and then drafted on mine. But we have a ton of him, to say the least.
Yeah. I mean, we just took the stand of like we love Denver, a second receiver being a part of the top 60, but we weren't convinced that Marvin Mims should be 10 rounds before either Pat Bryant or Vele or Troy Franklin.
10 rounds. Shoot.
Like that's a
200 picks, 200 spots.
Yeah.
Keaton
And
Mitchell.
now because the Vele situation, like I feel better about investing in Mims, but I still want to pair him together.
Sure.
I wish we did on this one since we have Bo Nix, but
got kicked out for a minute. I would say I've been getting a lot of Taj Brooks lately in drafts.
that's good.
Well, yeah, I like that for you. I think Taj Brooks is a perfect handcuff. He's basically the same as Trey Benson to
26%.
me.
Yeah.
They're the same person.
But probably a little
Trey
bit
Benson gets
slower.
whoa, who? Taj Brooks?
He was a
Yeah.
4.6 guy.
I mean,
Benson
Taj
was
Brooks
4.43.
is slower. Yes, he's probably shiftier though. Funny enough,
Interesting.
he's got that slow man shift. You know,
I mean, Le'Veon Bell wasn't fast. He was just
they're the same
Yeah.
person. Just I mean, Le'Veon obviously was better, but that's who I saw. I told you that
No,
when we
I
were
know.
doing it, and it's just that's the guy I couldn't. I was like, that's Taj Brooks is
Speaking of
Le'Veon.
Taj Brooks, you know, sounds pretty good to me.
Troy Franklin right here. You don't think
Oh.
you can get him?
Yeah, let's do it to get since we have the stack.
To make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, what is going on? We used to get him in the 20th round every time.
Yeah, his ADP was in the 300s.
We'd
He
get
was
him-
behind guys that were cut or free
Yeah.
agents. He was behind Ezekiel Elliott the entire summer.
We would have got a
So-
lot more of him if he was if we were getting Bo Nix.
Yeah,
Because Bo Nix's ADP was kind of hard to get to.
yeah, he was in the 80s a lot of
Yeah.
times, I believe.
And I normally either went up high or I went two back-to-back quarterbacks at the 105 range.
Mhm.
That's your Caleb Williams and your Brock Purdy-esque
Yeah,
guys.
Drake
I have
May.
way too much Brock Purdy. It makes me very uncomfortable.
It's a great schedule. That's
No, I
all I
know.
can say about it.
But he's just not my.
The problem is,
There's no
he's going in the
receivers.
QB1 range, and he's my least confident QB1 out
Sure.
of anybody. So,
Yeah, I have 19% of him, and that scares the hell out of me.
well, I actually have only 5. That's crazy.
Interesting. I have 19% of Drake May too,
Drake May.
which you have more, I'm sure.
I have, let's see, 24.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty close.
Yeah, my top 5, I'm going to say 6 because I talked about Daniel Jones already, but Caleb Williams, Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott are my 5.
Okay.
My
I
5
have
QB1s.
4 out of
or
6 of
twos.
those. The ones I didn't, I have Kyler.
Yeah, he was right after that.
And then I have Dak. He's 8th
Mhm.
for me.
I'm not confident in Kyler becoming a run the clock.
Oh, perfect.
So still go Taj Brooks?
If he's still there,
No, he is.
shouldn't be.
He should be.
He's not there.
Oh,
DJ Giddens.
sure.
Let me at least go start him.
We
Gavin
still have a couple more running
Brown.
backs to think about. We only need one more, and then we can pick a receiver, and then be done with the day.
Yeah. Is that where we're at? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I guess it is going to be a 8 running back team.
Doesn't have to be. Go 2 receivers. There's probably better receiver value.
Well, maybe Brashard Smith's a receiver in a running back slot.
I hope
Have
so.
you thought about that?
I hope so. He was a receiver
Mhm.
at Miami. Let's see. A lot of rookie running backs that are getting pushed up. We just got as much of them as possible early.
Who are your top 5 owned receivers?
Receivers. Hollywood. I've been
Hollywood,
I,
really?
Yeah, I kind of pounded Hollywood in the
Well,
middle because he's just. But I don't think he counts because he's like past
He went down with an
160.
ankle injury and was going to miss a week, and he fell into the 170s after the Rashid news, so that didn't make any sense. So
Rome is 2.
yeah, damn right he is.
Xavier Worthy is 3. Marv. A.D. Mitchell. Jacoby Myers. Josh Downs. That's where I'm at.
Gotcha.
Where are you?
Most of those guys are in my top 10.
Okay.
I actually don't have a ton of Jacoby. I think.
Really? But I'm higher on him, I
we-
think, for floor
a
wise.
little bit, just because I don't think that there's ceiling.
Yeah, it's all
compared
floor.
to the other guys.
I mean, I think he's a
But-
1,000-yard receiver.
Mhm.
Like,
But 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns, does that do great for you as a wide receiver 3? No. But a lot of our exposure to him is wide receiver 4.
yeah, he's a later guy.
But I have Troy, Rome, Josh Palmer, Marvin, Nico. I pushed up to 25%. I feel fucking phenomenal about that. Roman Wilson was a late round flyer. Keenan Allen, mostly from way back when he was
Mhm.
18th rounder. That was good times. Xavier Worthy, AD Mitchell, DJ Moore, and Emeka Buka.
I have 12% of Nico, and I'm gonna boost that.
Yeah, I went on a run where I had like 6 straight drafts that I was either 10 or 11.
And it
6
was
straight.
all Nico.
And
falling to you.
five of those 6 I got Nico,
Mm,
and then it was a whole thing.
that'll do it.
Mhm. But getting 25% of a first round pick is not too common. So that's why I like doing those things. Last year we got like 22% Chase.
Yeah, all
because
of
of the fact that not like we were not taking CMC, we were not taking
who was third?
Tyreek Hill.
That's right.
And then with the injury to T and the unknown of him, somehow Chase fell to like pick 7. And so we were still getting him when we weren't at the front of the draft.
That was at the end. I remember that.
Because he was like holding, I think that was the holdout time.
DeAndre Brown.
AD Mitchell's still there.
He is. I'd rather have him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And then for the last pick.
Rashard Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for stacking purposes.
He's falling.
I know.
He fell more.
I think it's like 240s.
It's 239.
Yeah. Which is funny because he had a good game last game. He had a really strong game. The only thing is he's been the 4th or 5th running back to touch the ball each of the last 2. It's like he's going to make the team with no fantasy relevant role
yet
in week 1.
Yeah.
And that's why he's fallen from like he got into the top 200 and then now he's no longer there. Well, and then it also like the Ollie Gordons and JCM's getting boosted and
right,
etc. and so on.
All right, Jeremy, how'd your draft go?
I know you didn't just take Isaiah Bond and
I love it. I mean, Isaiah Bond was, if he didn't have all the weird accusations before, he's exactly. So I don't know. I'm okay with it.
He was a first round preseason first rounder. I didn't like that, but at the time going into the year, I didn't think it was a strong receiver class outside of the top 3.
Well, with Isaiah Bond, it was like people were betting on his explosiveness.
Basically, Matthew Golden became what they thought
Isaiah Bond was going to be.
Isaiah Bond was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. And now Matthew Golden is getting
which is crazy because literally after a 4-year college career where Golden was not anything more than like a 7th rounder later pick, 5 games made him a first rounder.
I mean, yeah, so, everything. The college football playoff was like he was insane.
He was insane. But it's crazy how quickly that changes because he basically for Houston, and I think Houston was his only stop. He was a non-factor as like a draft prospect.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was their top wide receiver, but he wasn't.
When he went to Texas, people projected him as like a possible next level kick returner or special teamer, and obviously being a first rounder is a very, very different outcome. Yeah, we didn't know who was going to show up, right? Like Ryan Wingo, DeAndre Moore, and then of course, I'm excited about Ryan Wingo this year. I'm actually really excited about DeAndre Moore. I think he's going to be really good. Yeah, he's the only draft eligible receiver. Well, I guess Jack injuries is at tight end and stuff. I guess if you're going to talk about skill players, but yeah, I don't know who else. I know Parker Livingstone.
Sure,
Livingstone.
Yeah.
But he, Jamie French, and Khalil Lockett, like they're basically not playing a ton, and they're all true freshmen or true sophomores. So
right.
Really, the only draft eligible receiver that's going to have significant playing time, at least early on, is DeAndre Moore. Yeah. Well, Emmett Mosley or whatever. Oh yeah. That was the other one. That was the other guy. He's the other one. It upset me that in the first release of, it's got to be Rashard. The first release of the college football game, they put him, and it's like you don't put on that jersey. That jersey is in the rafters. They don't know. I know. They don't. And that's what matters. As soon as I saw it, like I didn't even care what his jersey was. I didn't even know what his jersey number was, but I was like, that's wrong. I know that. All right, guys. Well,
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. That was a fun one. Sorry, Jeremy, that we couldn't get in the same draft together, but we hope that you killed it. And yeah, so we're done with $3 drafts. So we'll go back to $20. It's going to be double up $20, I guess, from here on out. 3 more times.
2 more times.
2 more times.
Yeah. So
that's right.
Next Thursday is our last Thursday, and then the following week, once again, because of Labor Day, we're going to do it Monday, and then also because the opener is Thursday night. Obviously, we're not going to be drafting Thursday night.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're starting to get more active in Discord and stuff like that. So please be tuning in. Send us your first looks on props and lineups and stuff. We're getting some really good value on stuff, and get into some predictions and fun stuff. It's really, really close. Yeah. 14 days away, baby.
Well,
for college
football, is this weekend, so it's
days.
yeah. Don't worry, it's coming. But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and we'll see y'all on the next one.